Warning: the Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Regardless of the subject matter, this video may contain strong language, simulated violence, and lots of psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, Creepers and Geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? So, I finally got home from work around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Started watching the big Amico announcement video number 2. And I got a couple pages of notes here. And I figured, let's just go through it. Now, this isn't going to be anything fancy. I'm just going to talk. I wrote these things down one at a time. Made a little note. Maybe I'll elaborate on it. So we're not going to have any images or anything from the video. I'll put the link to the video down below. So if you haven't watched it yet, you can. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, give or take. Some really cool information. Let's see. And I'm not going to go into detail on the information that was given. I will give you the gist of what was said or shown. Give you my quick thoughts, and we'll move on. Because we have 3 pages worth here. I think I have 23 specific points I wanted to speak about. So here we go. Let's try to do this unedited and kind of unscripted. So, the first thing going into this, I was hoping, praying, and my biggest wish for this video was that we were going to get something new. Some new information, something shown to us, something told to us. Anything that we haven't seen already. Don't get me wrong, all the information we've already got, I think is awesome. And you should already know how I feel about this, that, and the other thing, because I've spoken upon it ad nauseum. And that's really all there is to it. But with this one, especially when I saw it was going to be over an hour long, I'm saying to myself, Tommy, please wow us again. Because you become complacent. I am still excited about the Amico before this video. But I wanted something to dazzle me a little bit more. I wanted more information. That slow burn until we get to the launch of the system. Which brings us to point number 1, the launch. I was a little smug yesterday. And, I'm not saying sorry about it at all. I'm tired. I'm grumpy. And people kept asking me. One person thought I was addressing them specifically. Sorry. You're not that special, buddy. You're still cool in my book. But, no. I was getting it from a whole bunch of people. I was getting instant messages. I was getting, I guess you'd still call it instant message on my Facebook Atari Creep page. A whole bunch of me is like, oh, I see you're not mentioning the delay. Okay, first and foremost, I've mentioned the delay a number of times. We knew it was going to happen. There was no doubt. There was no doubt in any of our books that it was inevitable. It was going to happen. Once COVID became what COVID became, there was no way a startup company like Intellivision Entertainment was going to be able to pull this off successfully. Would I have loved to have seen it on 10/10? For a number of reasons, yeah. One, because I'm a Founders Edition guy, and I would have had it like a week or so early. Plus of the special meaning behind it, But I was rooting for that, not for my personal... I mean, of course, I wanted to play the thing, but for that reason alone. Simply, get it, Tommy, but... Then I started getting worried that if he had to force it, that we were going to have some quality shortcuts. And he had said in the video that we're not going to do that. We're going to launch it when we're ready to do it. Now, April, why then? It's got probably something to do with some business insider, fiscal something or other that I don't know anything about. And you probably don't know anything about either because you're not a business analyst or anything of the like. So, he's talking about April 15th is going to be the launch. And hopefully on the 3rd, us Founders Edition folk will have it. And the big joke is there's 4, 3, 2, 1, go. See, they're even thinking about fun things with the date. You gotta love that. And that's the vibe of Amico that I'm truly latching on to. Number 2, they showed Astro Smash. Now, it sounds great and it looks cool. The backgrounds to me, they look okay. The gameplay looks fun. I'm going to say that straightforward because I'm going to say something that people are going to think I'm making fun of it. Not making fun of it, but trying to be negative on it. The game looks fun. It just, the features that are going to be in this thing that they spoke about with the shields and all kinds of other cool stuff sounds amazing. The game to me still looks a little thin. Maybe it's still in the works. Maybe that's the final product. I don't know. But most importantly, I think I will enjoy playing the game. based off of my past experiences. I think I'll have a good time playing Astro Blast is what I grew up playing, but Astro Smash is definitely a gold winner in my book. I played that as well growing up, and of course I play it as much as I can now. In fact, I have the Atari.io high score of the High Score Squad Challenge from a few months ago on Astro Smash. So I was excited to see more of that and hear more about it. I think the game looks a little thin, but it still looks wicked fun, and that's what's most important to me. Number 3, Battle Tanks. It looks okay. It looks like a really great gotcha game. That, ha ha, I just smashed you again. I love the animation of the tanks when they fire. How the gun turret and the body are separate from each other. It's like, boom! You know? Another game that sounded great. To me, it looks like pretty combat. And combat's a fun game. I don't think I've ever played the tank version for Intellivision. I can't say I have, so I don't have that to compare to it. But if it's as fun as combat is, then this game should be equally just as fun. I can't wait to play it. Cornhole looks cool. The MLB license, we've already talked about that. Look up my video on that, on the licenses for that. Evidently somebody likes cornhole. It was big enough to have a league, so there you go. Number 5, Sesame Street. Wicked cool. They kind of just glossed over it. I don't know if it's going to be a series of games, if it's going to be a game. Maybe I missed something. Again, guys, I'm tired. Let me know down below if I miss anything. Some people were kind of snarking, so what, Sesame Street? Let me tell you something. Sesame Street's a big deal. Maybe not to you, but kids still love Sesame Street. Excuse the sun starting to come down. I'm losing daylight, guys. Oh, my God. No, but Sesame Street, I think that's it's an incredible license to have in your corner, especially for what Tommy and his team are doing. And I could totally see that being a success all on its own. Now, if there's a really fun, I don't care if it's for little kids, count game with the spooky castle and all that stuff, and it still sounds cool, not fun and goofy, put a little creep in it, not Atari Creep. A little bit of, it's the count, come on. When I was a kid, they showed this huge castle with this ominous music, and then you saw him counting. It was creepy. And we survived, didn't we not? But no, I think having the Sesame Street license, I think it's great. I think it's gonna work out very well in Intellivision's favor. Damn, that sun's going down real fast. Board games. I didn't know. I've never heard of any of these 3 board games, so I am going to a blank slate. Telestrations. And Incan Gold. I'm gonna have to look those up. I guess Incan Gold also went by a different name. I didn't write it down, but I did remember. So I don't know much about those games, and they didn't show any gameplay that I remember seeing. So I'm gonna have to look those up and see what they're all about. But that's pretty cool. I've never heard of either one of these 3 games, and I love discovering new games. So there you go. The Mattel company coming back in with Intellivision. And of course, they mention it. You can't go without saying that Mattel is what launched the Intellivision to begin with. So having them back in the works in one capacity or another, whether they're just licensing out their IP, in this case we're going to talk about Hot Wheels, I think it's great. I think it's great that, much like the MLB, which was an early license for the Intellivision, which was their killer app at the time, Mattel's getting back into the video game. I mean, I know they've had games throughout the years, but other people develop it. They just put the license in. And that's probably what's going to happen here too. But since Mattel's on board, it could possibly be a Barbie game coming up for whoever would be into something like that. I can't say little girls anymore, can I? For whomever would be into that. Maybe I'd like it. I don't know. It's a fun game. I don't give a shit what the license is. Ooh, I'm trying not to swear as much in this one. But Masters of the Universe, I think, would be huge, Tommy. There's a movie on the way. There's that Kevin Smith animated series. Plus the new figures came out. I think a Masters of the Universe game is in due order. Make it happen. Space Monsters. Nice. That's a Space Monsters. Monster Spades. Monster Spades. That looks awesome. You know, as a corrections officer, you don't get a lot of fun in your job. I mean, you can make it as fun as you really want. But one of my favorite things to do were to sit down with the inmates and throw down some paper and play spades with them. You can't imagine how easy they would loosen up to the corrections officer who was throwing cards with them, getting all the books. I've even bet contraband. I'll tell you what, I'll bet a couple smokes to your favorite piece of contraband, no incident report, and I would use that as a way to get things out of the housing unit to ensure the safety of everyone involved. And spades is just a fun game in general. Now, I did write the word online wish next to that. Spades is a type of game I would love to play online, but you add that monster theme to it, that cutesy monster theme. Reminds me of those little things from Wendy's that I recently just reviewed. That kind of monster. Cute, but kind of in a fun kind of way. I'm actually really looking forward to Monster Spades. Like a lot. A lot. That's a home run for me, Tommy. Thank you, man. Breakout. I like that dude's hat. I like that dude's hat. I can't really say much more about Breakout. It's Breakout. So I'm trying not to talk too much about things that we've already talked about. Damn, we're losing light. I got to get this done quick. What is this? Oh, the international interviews. All those folks coming out. That's one thing I really wanted to say in the beginning. It was nice seeing everyone involved. More so than just the actual Amico team themselves. But other folks within the organization or outside the organization that are working to bring entertainment and fun to us. And they're all over the world. And it just shows how, whether you're for it or against it, the Intellivision team and the Amico itself, it's a legit thing. And they got a lot of great people behind it. Again, whether it's your thing or not. I think it just shows the integrity of what's happening here. Missile Command still sounds, and I put it in huge letters. Huge letters. Sounds amazing. Oh my God. I saw that in the old, came back, you know? I can't wait to play that. I can't wait to be the missiles in that. I've said it 100 times. Try not to speak too much on what we already spoke about. I even wrote that. Sounds amazing. Can't wait. Looks so good. Done. Liar's Dice. And I just wrote, afterwards because I had a snarky comment. It's a family-friendly game called Liar something. I don't remember them showing any kind of gameplay. I'm assuming it's a dice game. It's called Liar Dice. So maybe it's kind of like one of those. I have like a six and a 4, and you got to try it. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I'm glad to see another title that we haven't spoken about yet. Finnegan Fox. Finnegan. Good old Finnegan. Me out of brood. Which I'm very bad at, by the way. Wow is the word I put there. First bit of new excitement. I saw that. Love the art style. Can't wait to see more. And then they showed us the gameplay. It's not quite the gameplay I thought it was going to be. But it looks like it was just like a little snippet. Almost like they took all the sprites and everything. Because they're not quite done with the design levels and all that crap. And they just kind of made like a little demo with the stuff in it. But they showed us a lot of the art design. And the monsters, that ghost. And of course the Reaper with the fucking... with the flipping horns. Oh my goodness. Dude, that's right up my alley. And when I wrote first bit of new excitement, I yelled loudly, yes! This is what I want to see. Because I will admit this. Though most of them look really fun, a lot of the stuff we've seen already does look like something I could get on a mobile unit or something like that. That's not to say that's a bad thing. Because mobile games look awesome now. But there was something about Finnegan Fox, that maybe it's because it wasn't a rehash of something that we've seen before, or a different variation of something. It's its own thing. It's within a genre we're familiar with. It's within a genre that was real popular in my favorite era of video gaming. The art design just looked great. I'll say it again. First bit of new excitement. Finnegan Fox. I think that's going to be the winner for me. Going right out of the gate. With the exception, of course, of Missile Command. Bravo. Bravo. Bomb Squad. Alright, I wasn't excited about Bomb Squad because I've never really played the original because it was just too complicated for me. And it just didn't seem like something I really wanted to get into. But the experience sounds wicked cool. The teamwork that would be involved in something like that. And if I watched and heard it correctly, if the machine hears you guys kind of bickering, shit blows up. If it senses that you're not working together as a team to disarm this thing, I think that's pretty cool. I dig it. I think that may have changed my mind on Bomb Squad. I might be a little more excited, whereas I wasn't before at all. Nitro Derby looks cool, but not a fan of that style of top-down game. The RC Pro-Ams and the like. I don't like this style of controls where you're constantly changing which way is left and right, depending on the position of the front bumper of the vehicle. And I'm going to assume, since they even mentioned it was like the top-down racer games, that it's going to be like that. So I can't see that one being one that I'll enjoy. However, if the controls are spot on, I could see a lot of people getting in on that, because that was, the RC Pro-Am was a game that a lot of people, I remember growing up, absolutely loved. They absolutely loved that game. And it was popular around here. I don't know how it was where you were, but that was one of the rental games that you could never find because it was always rented. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Not my style, but looks high quality and looks fun for the right person. Rigid Force, Redux. I'm just going to say redo, okay? I'm a fat Irish white kid from the United States of America. I'm not going to say redo, because I don't know how to really say it properly. I dig it. I stink at the side-scrolling shooters, R-types and all that. But I think it looks awesome. I think the system needs something like that to prove a little more legitimacy. Wow, I am sorry, guys. You're just going to have to deal with it. That it's going to get different genre games. It's not just going to be cornhole, okay? Everyone's puke cornhole in some old Atari games, which I think is funny. I think it's funny that they have a couple of Atari games. Atari doesn't even have Atari games, so I don't know. Nothing exclusive anyway. Congratulations to William H. for winning that Founders Edition. I hope you enjoy it. I hope to God you didn't actually get one already, and now you just won a second one. I hate to be that puke, but congratulations either way. William. I hope it goes to good use, and I hope it's going to the right house. Okay, so the console. I'm going to leave this comment after we're done here, but he asked about gloss versus the matte finish on the wood grain. I say matte finish. I think it looks more natural, as he said. He said the word natural. Go matte finish, buddy. The prototype dealies on the screen. Robo Amico looks cool. Stick with that idea. The Robo grabbing the game and putting it into himself. That would be awesome. Robo Amico seems cool. That little forest with the, you know what this is? I don't. I had a good chuckle with that. That was funny. Actually, the girls were in the room when they saw that and they were laughing about it. Something about the boot up just seemed a little off to me. I think what I was expecting was like this big grand, all right guys, here's the console, let's fire it up, let's talk about it. He literally, for time's sake, I mean, the video was over an hour long. Said, okay, it's in sleep mode, boom, I'm going to play this, and he made fun of himself playing for a little bit. I'm not going to sit there and say that it looked like junk. That's not where I'm going with this. I was a little bummed out that it wasn't a little more intimate, if you will. In fact, I think a good portion of the last third of the video probably should have been more about that. Maybe the anatomy of the console, not just showing pieces all over the place. But here it is, guys. Let's fire it up. This is the back of it. This is the front. This is that. And then he played a little bit of skiing, and that was pretty funny to watch. He's like, oh, no, I didn't want to do that. And then he got dead. As one of my viewers say all the time, you got dead. And that's why I call him Captain Obvious. So, but it was cool to see all the little pieces on the table and all that, and him firing one up, and there was another one next to it. I don't know if that was the 3D printed prototype or not. And he played a little bit of it. I just wish there was more of that, if that makes any sense. More intimate with the. This is our console. Ooh, I just knocked this over. But yeah, no, that was pretty cool. Moon Patrol looks great. Actually, it looks a lot more amazing than I initially was thinking. The more I watched it, the more I was like, gosh darn it. This game looks amazing. And it was cool to have the OG dude from the original Moon Patrol there. I'm not going to try to say his name. I'm not going to try to butcher that name. But that was really cool to have kind of like an editorial about it from him directly. And he's there in a capacity of as a he's giving information. He's saying, "Hey, I'm gonna guide you. I'm gonna guide your ship." Oh God, I can't even think right now. I'm so tired. The role that the guy is playing, but he's there as a consultant. That's the word I'm looking for. The Earthworld Gym team near the end there. That was pretty cool to listen to. It looks like Joey is a mass hole. Joey, if you're still a mass, like you just said, hook me up, brother. Hook me up. I need the inside. I need the hardware. I need a job. I don't like doing what I'm doing. Well, I do like doing what I'm doing, but I'd rather do something else than what I'm doing. So, Joey, come here. Fellow masshole. Come on. But Earthworld Gym looks cool, what they had shown. So we got into the Q&A section. There was really only a few things that stood out to me. That Night Stalker shirt, and we talked about it yesterday. I believe we did. Looks awesome, and I will be ordering that come payday. The SD whole thing, definitely confirmed. I can't remember if it had already been fully confirmed in the public or just within a few of our, I've been on other people's, Pete's, Mad Max, and a few other shows where Tommy has popped in. And I know we've spoken about it then, but I don't remember if the SD card for the back of the console to expand the memory had been spoken and confirmed as of yet, and it actually has at this point. Deep dive on the controller, as Tommy said. There's going to be a video about the controller itself, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, I'm so sick of the controller, but it's like the legit controller now, and they're going to show it, and blah, 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 and hopefully we'll get to see more of what I was hoping to see with the console. We'll see as time goes, but we have plenty more time to reveal all these things. So, there you go. Let's see, the controller giveaway. I want it, and I've already done that. I did that before even setting up to make this video. That busted controller, I'm not telling you how to do it. You have to watch the video. But you have 48 hours from the time the video was uploaded to enter yourself in to win the controller that exploded at the fire pit. That is like the most iconic part of that whole video. And if I were to win that controller, it's going to go into a frame. It's going to be in a shadow box. Probably, maybe with some of the goodies. Yes, the goodies that come with my Founders Edition, like the patch and the, I think that's what I'm going to do with it. So there you go, guys. That's everything. That's everything from the new Intellivision Entertainment Amico announcement video number 2. Now that the sun is completely off my face, and I think I lost about 5 pounds making this video because I'm in the sunroom. I don't come in here too often anymore because it's hot. It's really hot in here because there's no air conditioner in this room. It's literally that. It's a sunroom. It's like an enclosed porch on the side of the house that we either store some stuff in, make puzzles, or I make stupid videos. But there you go. I don't know. What did you think? I haven't watched anyone's video on it because I did not want to be spoiled on it. I didn't watch any of the spoilers that everyone was talking about. I didn't listen every time someone tried to. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I kind of knew some of the stuff that was coming, but I was surprised by a few things. I think the highlight would be that Finnegan Fox game. And let's see. Finnegan Fox. I got to have more than just a one highlight. Finnegan Fox is definitely one of them. Missile Command. You got to give it up for Missile Command. The giveaway. I'd like to know more about Liar Dice. It didn't spark my interest too much, but because I don't know shit about it, at least I'm using the S word, not F-bombs, I didn't even talk about the Evil Knievel. I totally passed right over Evil Knievel. I wish we saw more of the game. I mean, we got a little bit of gameplay in there. But it was cool to see Kelly Knievel and the X2. It was cool to see the X2 in video game format. But that's it, guys. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Only if you've watched it. Don't just tell me you don't like the Amico, because I'll ignore you. If you've watched the video, what were some of your highlights? What things were you looking forward to seeing? What did you not get out of it, like me? I was kind of hoping to be a little more intimate with the console. But you know what? Soon enough. Go ahead and leave your feedback. Thumbs up, Thumbs down, all feedback to the Creep is positive. Down below is a banner. If you go even further down, there's a link where you can help me fight Alzheimer's. That's still going on until September. Probably until October 31st, actually. I'll let you give me donations until the 31st. And then we'll call it quits for the year. Maybe I'll let it go to the new year. Who knows? But either way, thank you guys always so much for supporting that. I cannot express enough gratitude this year for the amount of work that you folks have done, the generosity of so many, including Tommy Tellerico, who tossed me a friggin' C-note. Tossed a C-note in there. Oh, look at the COVID. So, guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching. I really do appreciate it. Sorry I've been so absent lately. I've been taking on a stronger role with work, and it's been eating up so much of my time. I don't know if you can tell on my face and my voice. I am just so tired. And I'll try to get as much out to you as I can. But, yeah, until next time, I hope you're doing well. I hope you are. Thank you always so much for watching. I can't say that enough. And until next time, take care. Hope you're doing well. God be with the people over there in Lebanon. That was horrific. That was horrific, you know. My heart goes out to you folks. And take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye.